Descending from the highlands through Anke Pass, I see the landscapes of my novel coming to life for the very first time. Before me is the region once known as Tay Sơn, land of the Western Mountains. In the late 18th century, these humble villages gave rise to Vietnam's greatest revolution, as well as her most celebrated heroes. The few who visit this remote area typically come to pay tribute to the leaders of the Tay Son Revolution. The three brothers, Nguyen Nhạc, Nguyen Lữ, and Nguyen Huệ, the man who would later come to be known as the Emperor Quang Trung. But I've come in search of someone else, a figure far less renowned than his Tay Son comrades, the General Trần Quang Diệu. The brilliant protagonist of my novel, Yu, is a man of distant origins. He comes from afar to join the revolution, as an outsider. But there's a problem with my fiction. The texts I've studied all claim that the real Yu was no outsider, that he was from nowhere else but here, in rural Tay Son. And the region's historical authorities, this is the Quang Trung Museum, only discourage me from trying to say otherwise. Undeterred, I delve into the countryside, certain that my protagonist is as foreign to Tay Son as I am. Into the homes of long-dead heroes, forgotten names in textbooks that now survived only in my imagination. Villagers who live nearby invite me into their homes and regale me with tales of old Tay Son that have been passed down through the generations. But the slurred drawl of the local dialect is nearly incomprehensible to my foreign ears. Fortunately, my friend Lang from nearby Quy Nhơn understands enough to translate into standard Vietnamese for me. Our inquiries lead us deeper into the countryside, to the river hideout known as Hầm Ho. The Tay Son train to their troops here and practice a form of martial arts known eponymously as Võ Tay Son. Everyone we meet knows someone who practices the fighting style, but no one is willing to demonstrate it until Min, the local hustler, offers to help me. A fancy meal, plus several cash handouts for him and his friends, buy me a glimpse at the martial side of old Tay Son. But despite seeing everything I'd set out to find, somehow I'm still not satisfied. The fields are quiet as I reflect on my experiences in this land where my story begins. It seems that the truths I had hoped to find here had been obtained only through my pocketbook, and I can't help but feel somewhat disillusioned.
I was trying to get money out of me, so it's a little bit disappointing.
With a tinge of guilt, I realized that Min was no hustler. He's simply poor. To him and his friends, I'm a foreigner, wealthy and naive, and an opportunity not to be passed up. I wonder, did you, the wealthy outsider of my story, also feel the same isolation that I feel now? Or have I taken a poor local farmer away from his true home in hopes that someone else might understand my own sense of alienation? As the rains begin to fall, I'm struck by how little I've learned about my character, my protagonist, Trần Quang Diệu.